And now to our sponsors. North Face have kindly given us these jumpers. So for 20% off, use the code he's.com and you'll get 20% off.
This wasn't planned, just he rocked up in it and I was already wearing mine and they're comfy. New year.
New year, new me.
New year, no new video ideas. So we're reusing last year's and we're going to go over our year in review for 2021 and the music that we released. Our year in 2021, summarise your thoughts and feelings for the last year.
Eventful, up and down, frustrating, but rewarding.
Okay, alright, let's go through those. Eventful.
Well, we've had a lot of firsts.
Yeah.
Obviously, first release on like a big major label, Musical Freedom, and that did very well. And then obviously we signed our first ever deal.
Yep, that's true. With Spinning Records.
Yeah. Another first is our booking for Rice Festival. So 3 really, what was the first point?
Eventful.
Yeah, 3 really big things that we probably wouldn't have expected to happen.
So your next point was up and down.
Yeah.
Would you say that this year was the first proper, like, big wall that we also hit?
Yeah.
In our journey, or would you say we've already had some of those already?
We've probably had some of those before, but this wall is one that comes from more of a internal expectation, whereas the years before you've just kind of been doing your best and
just trying to get results.
Yeah, and I think once you achieve certain things and want to be in certain places that you've been and that you're trying to retain, I think it's hard. I think that's been the most challenging thing for us so far. So I think, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, this year has actually been quite tough, even though on the face of it,
you stop being ungrateful, man. Yeah.
Well, things have been really, really amazing. But because Antidote did do incredibly well, we always knew we had this feeling like to continue and recreate that was going to be really, really hard. So the last 6 months of the year has been like a what are we doing, where are we going, type thing. But we're into the next year now. We've still had an incredibly good year. We've had our first booking. So anyway, we're going to go back through the last 12 months and look at all of our tracks that we released. There's only 5, which isn't probably as many as we'd like, but
yeah, but that's related to...
That's part of what was so frustrating last year.
Yeah.
Literally, guys, if you're struggling, one track can do so much for you. Like, after this song came out, for 12 weeks or 8 weeks, it was just chaos, weren't it?
Yeah.
We had people from Sony and RCA just to reach out and say hello, getting in touch. And you're like, Jesus Christ.
And you're like, oh, I can't actually play an instrument.
We're frauds. So Antidote, you all know it by now. You're probably sick of hearing it. We are. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. We're not. Anyway, guys, we hit 1 million streams on that. Just sit back and take that in.
Me or them?
Everyone, just sit back and take that in. 1 million streams on a song, 1 million people.
Yeah, that's crazy. What is it about that song, though? You know, obviously playlists and label kind of stuff.
And the story behind that track really drove so much of its momentum.
It is a very energetic track, but it's strange because it came out when, was it lockdown? The world was mainly still locked down.
We weren't open.
So it's like a club. It's like is it a club song though? It's got like a commercial vocal, but it's orientated towards like a club song.
It's a club song.
Yeah,
it's a club song.
But I think there was no clubs. But
you don't need a club song. You don't need clubs to have a club song. You don't need clubs
when you got Spotify playlists.
Exactly. I think it's a classic example of if you do simple really well, it will do well. You can't beat it.
It'll connect.
So that was Antidote. A couple months later, Spinning Records reached out and we sent some tracks to them and they really liked everything.
Yeah.
Tom beat's really nice.
It's like the low playing with the bass, isn't it?
Yeah. You know what I really like?
Harvey.
Yes.
Just weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not good. You always tell me to do that.
I was gonna say.
Spread the toast.
I was gonna say that's the instrument that you play at music if you can't play instruments.
Oh yeah, like that.
The toad.
Yeah.
That toad frog thing that you hold. Anyway, so that was everything. Got us in with spinning. Another track with the big label. We were just so happy to have that.
Yeah.
That one got 20,000, well, nearly 20,000 streams. Fast forward about 3 or 4 months, we have another track that is just completely out there and not at all working towards a direction or sound. But I still like this track.
Cool top line. I like the vocal.
Yeah, Jess, she smashed it. Ellie also smashed it. Should probably explain what the track is and who we work with, because
They can read, can't they?
we collabed. We knew Ellie Sachs, and then Ellie Sachs knew Jess, and then because this drop is like brass instrument focused, we thought, well, we know someone that could do a bit of
Solo. Bit of a solo on the drop.
yeah, and has also got quite a big following. So we were like, we want to try and collaborate and expand our fan base. Ellie brought in Jess from America. Within like 3 days, Jess had the lyrics down and sang and recorded.
There was never really a problem. It was like the first thing we got back, we like it.
Yeah,
And then,
yeah. This is my favourite bit, like on the drop.
kind of a euphoric.
Just like, get your hands up.
I can see why you think this one would do really well. Not that it hasn't done.
5-7 months later. We should also mention that was on Mix Mash Records as well. So again, another entity that we were just like working with, and sort of we felt like we were working our way through the industry a little bit and just meeting the right people, which was great.
I really like that drop. It's really cool. Such good descriptions of the song. Cool. What are your thoughts on this track then?
My thoughts are, it's just a really good, it's just a feel-good summer track.
Yeah.
It came out in August, which is the end of summer. So maybe the timing was slightly off there. We could have postponed it, but then there'd be no need for that. Fast forward a month.
First track of the deal.
Yeah, so we signed a deal with Spinning Records at this point, where we were on the Spinning Next label, sort of the next up and what's that face for?
I'm just. Oh, sorry. I'm just.
The next sort of up and comers within the family, let's say, or let's hope anyway. We've still got to prove that point. But this was the first one of the deal. 20,000 streams, not bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could be.
About where we are, roughly. Maybe 20,
Yeah.
20 to 50,000.
Like I've said to you many times, take out Antidote. The kind of artists, what are we at the minute? We're very fresh, new artists that aren't getting millions of streams, so it's fine. It's fine, look, it's fine.
Anyway, this just falls down. What do you think?
I guess it's a grower, isn't it?
What, not a shower?
That only really gets into it here.
What, with the obnoxious synth?
Woo!
For me, it's just a really groovy, bouncy bass line.
You think? I like this bit. I like that bit.
So that's track number 4, fifth and final track, Free Your Mind. This is the second track of the deal we've got with Spinning. We've sort of the last 2 tracks here, we are moving towards some sort of sound, but again, anyway, we'll let the track speak for itself. It's more of a bassier one.
Bass house. Back to bass house roots. I mean,
So yeah, last year we actually managed to start getting supports on our tracks, which we weren't really experiencing before. Look, even there it says 150 unique supports. So that was insane. And although the year has been tough, in the upcoming year we aren't really going to be too specific about what we want to achieve numerically or whatever, but we are going to try and just be consistent on the engagements and the socials. No, on the socials, sorry. We want to try and get some more collaborations done this year, because like we've been quite lone wolves so far, haven't we?
Yeah.
We haven't really been that
Collaborative.
Yeah. And we also want to just get ourselves regularly playing gigs and shows.
And having just maybe a thread of songs that make sense to where we're going, stringing throughout the year to support playing live and to support the brand.
Yeah.
So that's what's got to tie it all in together.
And you know what? Let's put loads of pressure on our shoulders and say that by April we want to be doing this full time.
That's
all of our income comes from music.
No.
That's it. No crypto, nothing else.
Cut the video.
Right. So that's the year in review. A little bit for next year.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoy watching our journey this year. Have I said thanks for watching already? Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoy watching our journey this year, and hopefully we can bring some cool stuff to you as well.
Yeah. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do.